We heard you. 9 years of Bring Back the Snack Wrap, and you've won. But maybe you should have asked for more. Say hello to the Hot Honey Snack Wrap. Now you've really won. Go to McDonald's and get it while you can.
Well, the holidays have come and gone once again, but if you've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift, well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half off unlimited wireless. So here's the idea. You get it now, you call it an early present for next year. What do you have to lose? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Limited time, 50% off regular price for new customers. Upfront payment required. $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds may slow after 50 gigabytes per month when network is busy. See terms.
He has a good story going, but that's the fiction story. I have the non-fiction story. I'd like to tell you how it really happened.
This is the plaintiff, Ari Oberlander. He says he's a real estate agent, and he rented a store to the defendant, and the louse refuses to pay him his commission. When he requested payment, the guy said, "Yak schnee," which means he talks too much in his native language. He just wants the nonsense to stop and wants the $1,800 he's due. This is the defendant, Kirk Carabellis. He says the plaintiff's suing him for no good reason. No good reason at all. He rented a shop and opened an Italian ice place called Bada Bing Ices. Next thing he knows, the plaintiff's hitting him up for a commission and is posing as a real estate agent. He's been around the block a few times, knows a scam when he sees one, and owes the plaintiff zip. He's accused of taking a licking.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Millian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated. Come forward, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Ari Oberlander?
Yeah.
You are suing Kirk Carabellis for $1,800 in a broker commission for a rental, a commercial rental that you helped him to rent. Okay, tell me what's going on.
Mario, which is the landlord, one of the stores emptied out, and I put my signs in the windows.
You put your signs in the window.
Yes.
And what's your profession? Are you a realtor?
Yes.
Okay, go on.
And Carabello came over to my office and he said to me, he wants to see the place. I showed him the place. Came back next day and he said he wants the place, he wants to take the place, he wants to see it again. So he wants the key to take a look. I said, no problem. I gave him the key by himself, which I trust him very much. He came to me very nice. Yeah, give me your name, address, or everything. So my partner, Luis, I sent him over to him. He wrote him a lease. I had Mario, the landlord, sign the lease.
Okay, did you enter into a written contract for a commission between you and him?
Correct.
Let me see that contract.
I don't have no contract. Only
Oh, you didn't get anything in writing between you and him?
No.
Okay, you're going to address me. I need you to switch with the landlord so I can hear you, so you're in front of the microphone. Will you do that for me?
Just like this.
Okay, perfect.
We gave him a lease, and he took the lease. He said the next day he will bring it back signed, and he will...
No, but I'm asking something different. I know he signed a lease.
Right.
Can I have your copy of the lease, by the way? I know he signed a lease. My question is, did he sign a commission agreement with you?
No.
Because you're suing for the commission agreement.
Right, because he's supposed to come the next day to bring us the lease signed and sign the contract and everything.
And then what happened?
We never saw him.
But why do you give him the lease to sign without giving him the broker's agreement to sign first?
Because he said he's going to take the lease to his lawyer, go over it with his lawyer, and came back and sign everything.
Okay, that's fine. But then he comes and he signs it, and then had the landlord already signed it?
No.
No.
Oh, okay, so you're still good. So then don't let the landlord sign it until you have your broker's agreement signed.
Right.
Well, why didn't you do that?
Okay, because we never saw him since then.
But then how did he rent the place? Go ahead.
He took the key.
Why does he have the key and the contract and he moves in and you guys don't have the landlord signed contract yet or your broker's agreement? How about you not give him the key?
Okay. That's look.
That would have been a better idea, right? It would have been better if you had. No, it's not that I don't understand. It's that you did something dumb, right? Kinda.
Yeah.
Like
because
right?
I trusted
yes
him.
or no? No, there's not. I trusted him. That's
Yes.
that. The reason that you did, you were in this position because you failed to do something you should have done professionally,
Correct.
and you're saying it's because you trusted him and he's untrustworthy.
Well,
no, it's because you guys didn't do what the law requires you to do, which is get it in writing.
He took the list, he went home, he said, I'm going to talk to my lawyer, we go over it, and the next day we'll come. And since then, we never saw him.
That's because he had a key.
We never saw him.
He'd have to see you if you didn't give him the key.
Yeah, well,
That's how,
he came
when you're a
in such
businessman, you
good-
can't do that. All right, in any event, let me ask you a question. When you were dealing with Mr. Oberländer, did you understand him to be a realtor?
No.
You thought he was the landlord?
Yeah. Judge, I can tell you that he has a good story going, but that's the fiction story. I have the non-fiction story I'd like to tell you, how it really happened.
Okay.
What happened was, me and a group of investors, we opened up internet sweepstake places from Florida.
An internet what?
Sweepstakes, internet cafe sweepstake.
Cafe gambling?
No, not gambling. Game of chance.
What's the difference?
Pretty darn close, huh?
Gambling.
It's not gambling. It's game of chance. It's almost like McDonald's, how you buy something.
Yeah, there's a thin line between a game of
Okay.
chance at McDonald's and a place that's open just for gambling. But in any event, so what are you going to call the place, this internet cafe?
Bada Bing, the Ice King Internet Cafe.
Bada Bing, the Ice King
Yes.
Internet Cafe.
Yeah.
I love it. Bada Bing, the Ice King. Are you Italian or are you Greek?
I'm Greek.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So is this guy entitled to the commission?
I think, he's ethically, he's probably entitled to it, but he didn't do his homework and he didn't get.
So he doesn't get it.
He doesn't get it. No.
He get it or not get it?
I don't think he should get it because he didn't get anything signed.
Did he work? He did the work.
Well, it's a verbal agreement then.
So
So?
we'll find out. Going inside the courtroom.
So this is the real story. We were looking in that area by Belmont Racetrack, and I saw a vacant spot. So I go up to the window. There was nothing in the window, but I looked in, and there was a sign on the floor. You couldn't really see what it was, so I couldn't tell what number it was. So I started asking around, who's the landlord here? Who's the landlord? Finally, a guy out of the barbershop, which is a couple of stores down, said the landlord usually hangs out.
Okay, whatever. So you rented the place.
Yes.
And my question is, did you know that he was a realtor?
I thought he was the landlord because I called and I spoke to Louis, and Louis says, I said, I want to speak to the landlord about renting that spot. He goes, Ari's not here right now. So
Did that happen? Did he say, I want to speak to the landlord,
No,
and you say Ari's
because
not?
I didn't know him before.
Okay. Okay, so you move in, and when do you find out? When is the first time that Ari tells you?
He gave me the key the first day, the first minute I saw
I
him,
don't
the
know
first
what
10
you're
minutes.
thinking.
He gave me the key the first 10 minutes I saw
So
him.
fine, now listen to me. All right, we've bludgeoned him enough for giving you the key. I am sure that I am not the first person to have yelled at him for giving you the key. I am sure his business partner yelled at him for giving you the key. I have no doubt his landlord has yelled at you, his client, for giving you the key. My question is, they gave you the key and they gave you this to look at, and then you just move right in?
No.
Have you paid rent?
No, yes.
Switch with him, please. Switch with the landlord. Sir, how behind is he on the rent?
I had to make a deal with them. Lost 7 months.
That's not true.
Stop. He's 7 months behind?
Yeah.
Okay, but stop.
You gotta hold one at a time, please.
The deal that this lawyer made it, that January 14, he was gonna pay the first month rent, which he did.
Okay.
And stopped. Now.
So he paid 1 month and then he stopped paying?
And stopped.
All right. So then did you cut a deal? He was complaining about stuff being wrong. So your lawyer cuts a deal with him to what? What's the deal? What's in it for you?
That's what I don't understand. the thing that this lawyer made. Now.
He's your lawyer.
Guess what? It gets even better.
Oh, okay.
He sent me a check with $2,400, which is $1,200 short. Now, I cashed the check.
Because it's supposed to be $3,600?
I cashed the check. Okay?
It bounced.
No. Okay. It's in a bank. I don't know if it's going to bounce. But anyway, I cashed the check. I put it on it. I cashed because,
Under protest.
It's 24. All right. Now, the lawyer called me this morning. He says, you cannot do that.
Well, your lawyer's right about that. If you're trying to evict somebody, you can't accept rent. You have to pay. But that's all right. If you don't have an eviction, listen. If you don't have the eviction case pending yet, and you're going to evict them next month, then you can take the $2,400 and just evict them a week from now.
That's what I say.
Yeah. So you're fine. Well, here's the deal, fellas, gentlemen. You know that it has to be in writing, right? So why are you wasting my time when you know you can't collect this $1,800 because you didn't get it in writing? There's a reason it's switch with him again. There's a reason it's required to be in writing.
Okay.
Because we can't have you just telling us facts later. You know what I'm saying?
I think he does this systematic to everybody else, and that's why
He
that's
might.
wrong.
That's why I would never give some stranger a key, because I trusted him. It doesn't matter why you don't have it in writing. You don't have it in writing, and there's nothing I can do for you. All right? And you pay this nice man, because otherwise you're going to find your bada bing, bada icy, bada bing somewhere else. My verdict in this case is for the defendant.
He got away with it.
Hey, so you got to have it in writing, right?
Well,
pretty simple.
Let's put it this way. Sometimes you believe people and gentlemen what for. If I would know he's a piece of nothing, I would have him sign. I would have do everything in what I have to do. I do believe in the law. Whatever she ruled is fine with me.
Okay.
But the
you
thing
gotta
is
go.
this.
All right, thank you very much. Okay.
No, my understanding was he
Go ahead.
He knew he was going to.
Oh, he knew? Okay. All right, come on out. So, usually a guy with a place named Bada Bing, Bada Boom, you go, hey, what are you going to do? That's an interesting name. But did you?
The story always changes, though. If you ask another 5 times, it'll change another 5 times. I'm not late on the rent. He refuses to pick up checks and
They're
things like
making
that.
all the stuff up with bonds against you?
Yeah. No, I've known for about a year now, and they're good like that. They're like the Three Stooges. They got to do all that stuff. I wouldn't take any other judgment by the side. This one, which I knew it was going to go this way.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Harvey.
It's really stupid to trust somebody when you're in the middle of a business deal. Especially, look, if there is a written contract and then you have additions to it, you never should just rely on an oral addition. If part of it's in writing, all of it should be in writing. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Kraft Mac and Cheese is better than 90s hip-hop. We'll remind you of your childhood without making you feel incredibly old. Kraft Mac and Cheese. Best thing ever.
These are the plaintiffs, Lupe and Frank. They say they purchased a white leather Italian-made sectional couch from the defendant, who promised them it would be delivered in 15 business days. When the couch arrived at their house, they demanded it be unwrapped for inspection. Good thing, because it wasn't the couch they'd ordered. The thing was off-white and made of cheap vinyl. When they called to complain, the manager hung up on them. So they're suing for the $4,498 they're owed. This is the defendant, Gerald McChrystal Jr. He says he's not in the business of fooling people, and the plaintiffs got the exact couch they ordered, a polyurethane bonded pleather sectional. They're simply the type of customers who can't be pleased no matter what you do. That said, he isn't about to lose money because he did everything right, and his store policy is strictly no refunds. He's accused of not being a pleather to deal with.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiffs bought a white leather couch from the defendant and says what they got was cheap vinyl. The defendant says they got what they ordered. It's the case of so far from what we wanted.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Okay, Lupe and Frank, you've asked us not to mention your last names. You're suing Gerald McChrystal. You were the owner?
Yes.
You're suing his company. You don't want us to mention the company name, for $4,498, $2,300 and some change for couches that you bought, and the rest for stress and tolls. Because according to you, the couches were not what you ordered. Tell me what happened.
I had went to the store on October, I believe the 14th of 2012. I had brought my husband and my mother. And my husband liked the chairs. I spoke to a gentleman named Kevin, and the manager was Michael. And they told me...
Is Kevin or Michael here?
Michael is here.
Okay.
And we ordered the couches. It was a 7-piece Italian leather sectional.
Okay.
For
when you say chairs, you ordered a sofa?
Yes, a sofa.
Okay.
Sectional.
Right.
And they said it was Italian leather, and they asked for a $700 deposit, which I left. And they said it will take 15 working business days.
Do you have
to
the
be
receipt
delivered.
from that purchase?
Yes.
May I see it? Was the piece on the floor or in a catalog?
It was on
the floor.
Okay.
And they said it's going to be delivered within 15. This is the original, but I don't know if you could really see it.
Did you take pictures of it on the floor?
Yes.
May I see
The salesman, Kevin, their workers, text messaged me the pictures of that sofa.
This is it? This is the receipt? 7-piece modular?
Yes.
4 arms, 3 corners, tan. That's it? Not the brand, not the
That's what he
material.
gave us.
I know, but you shouldn't accept that. You should force it to be extremely specific. There should be the code number and everything else of the particular brand you were ordering, just for the future. Why would you guys do this like this? 7-piece tan, instead of saying what brand it was and everything else?
It's a modular sectional. I believe it says modular on the receipt.
Yeah, I know. Who makes it?
A company called Albany.
Why isn't this on here? What's the code for the particular model they ordered? Why isn't it on here? What is the material it's made from? Why isn't it on here? All right, so you see it on they send you pictures?
The salesman text messaged me from his phone. That's the sofa that I had purchased.
Okay.
And I have the pictures of the ones that they did send us.
Okay. So the sofa comes to your house when?
November 21st.
And your objection to it is what?
It was wrong color, wrong material.
Why wrong material?
It's polyurethane vinyl.
What material did you buy?
Italian leather.
Bonded leather or real leather?
Real leather.
Okay. How do I know that? Watch this. What material did they buy?
Bonded leather.
You know what bonded leather is?
Yes.
Garbage.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, no, it's not garbage. It has its place in the world.
Yeah. I have a recording that they're saying it's Italian leather.
Right. Italian what? Italian boy. Is there such a thing as Italian? Come on up, Mike. Yeah. What is bonded leather?
Bonded leather is a composite of leather, polyurethane, wool. It could be a few different things. This particular set
basically it's made from the scraps, right? Like the scraps of real leather?
It all depends on it's like more or less categorized almost like a fabric. So there's different grades of it. Some of it'll have 5%, some 10%. This particular
5%, 10% what?
Of leather. This particular set has 30% leather.
Okay. Real leather is actually, each piece there is from a cow.
Is a hide, yes, correct.
Is a hide. How does it not even say whether it's leather that you're selling them? I don't want to think that you're just kind of preying on the unwary who don't bother to educate themselves until after they've bought a pleather couch or whatever it is you're buying. I want to know that you're at least saying bonded leather when you're advertising this. You don't even say bonded leather on the receipt. That's how people protect themselves from the claim later that they lied to them. You say that you had a conversation with the fellow who's not here that what?
When I purchased the sofa, the gentleman's name was Kevin. He's the salesperson, and Michael, the store manager, which is him.
Right.
And they both said that it's Italian leather. Kevin told me that it's coming shipped from Italy, and
Was it shipped from Italy?
No.
Where was it shipped from?
To us from Mississippi, but originally from China.
Bonded leather itself shipped from Italy. The bonded leather.
Right. China got it from Italy? Yeah. China didn't just make it?
Sometimes China not making anything.
Well, what about this leather? You say sometimes. I'm asking you about this leather. This couch. You have any evidence this couch had anything to do with Italy? Other than that you have an Italian accent?
No, I have a Russian accent.
A Russian accent? I haven't heard you. Not even the accent is from Italy, okay? And they're telling you that it's from Italy?
Yes, and on one of the pictures that you have, it shows the type of material of the sofa that they sent us. There is no leather at all on it.
Okay. Polyurethane foam, 82%. Resin-treated textile clippings pad, 18%. Seat cushions, polyurethane foam, 85%. Resin-treated polyester fiber batting, 15%. Pillow, polyester fiber, 100%. Where's the bonded leather part?
That is referring to what's inside the sofa. That's not referring to what the outside of the sofa is made out of.
Okay. Do you have anything from the manufacturer?
I called the factory and asked them to send me something on there. They sent me this. It tells you the.
The Albany 580 modular is a sectional we produce only in a bonded leather material. It comes in 2 colors, Milano ivory and Firenze brown, as shown in the picture.
It comes in like the 2 colors, in a darker color, not the color that they purchased in.
Do you have a photograph of the one that's in your showroom?
Yes, I do.
Can I see those?
Yes.
Because it sounds to me like your first inkling of trouble in paradise was the color as opposed to anything else.
No, Your Honor. It's the wrong style, the design, everything. It's not just the color.
How is it wrong? Describe it to me so I know what you want me to look at.
The one I had purchased was more squared, more modern.
It was plain with no stitch. The one they sent us had a stitch right down the center.
I can't tell in the picture.
This is the one in the showcase.
That's the one in the showroom?
Yeah, the showroom.
Also, when we
Okay,
went...
is this the one in the showroom?
When we went back
Show it to her.
Is that the one that you
Yes.
saw in the showroom?
Yes, this is the one.
Okay, let me look at it.
After they took the couches back and we went back to the store... the
Because
ones-
you declined delivery, right? You told them to take it back.
I called up and I spoke to Michael as well as Kevin, and they told me that I have no choice but to keep them, even if it's wrong, for me to keep it, and that's all they can do for me. So I
Right.
said, that is not what I paid for. What I paid for was Italian leather, and what you're sending me is vinyl, a sectional. So the delivery people that was there checked them as well. They as well seen the pictures I had, the differences, and they took them back.
So when we went back to the store, the furniture that they delivered to us was on the floor now, and the one that we originally sat on and ordered was gone.
But this is a picture of the one that was original. I don't understand. Why wouldn't, if they sell it to somebody else, why wouldn't they just sell it to you to make you happy?
Because they said they have to order it.
Yeah,
Everything
but
has
if
to
it's
be
gone,
ordered.
then they obviously sold it. So
exactly, that's what I told
Right,
Kevin.
but so it doesn't make sense. They would sell it to you and make you happy rather than buy themselves a lawsuit. It's very hard to tell in this picture whether there's stitching or not. This picture has it looking a little more cream than this picture has it looking. Do you have a catalog from the manufacturer that shows a picture
I
of it?
don't. The company does not have a catalog.
But if I went on a website, I'd see it?
I believe so, yes.
This is boxy. I see what you're saying about the whole boxy thing.
It's just not what I purchased. And I have
Okay,
it on
let's get back to the
recording-
bonded leather versus not bonded
on
leather.
recording that Kevin, the salesperson, that I said, you sold me Italian leather. He said, I know, I said that, and Michael said that.
You have him on tape?
Yes.
What state are you in?
New York, Westchester.
One-party consent state.
Westchester County.
If you were in Florida, you'd be charged with a felony now for taping somebody without their consent.
no,
But you're
I
in New
told
York,
them.
so
We
you're
told
fine.
him we would I told him.
Oh, you told him?
Yes, I told him.
Well, let's hear the tape for the even if you hadn't told him it'd be okay, but let's hear the tape.
Okay, so how do you protect yourself when you're buying something real specific?
I think you should take a picture in the store to make sure when it's delivered it's exactly what you ordered.
That's a really good point. Any other idea?
I don't know, recording what the couch is, like all of the details of it to make sure
To
that...
write all the details down. Good point, too. You know what? Those are two excellent points, which should have been done here, going inside the courtroom.
Did you know they had a tape?
No, this is
it's
the
gonna
first.
be all.
I told Michael as well when we was talking to him. He's on recording. He said, we're recording you too.
Nope.
Right.
So Michael knows. Okay, everybody record. Well, I'll hear your recording in a second.
Because what he's saying is we could have anything in the store.
Was this on the phone or in person?
You can have anything in the store you want for equal value. I'm willing to go back to the Yonkers, but if we can't work it out, we've got a court. You know, I'm just saying.
What happened? You gave plastic furniture.
From what I was told, we sent you what you wanted.
No, you told me you said Italian leather.
Right.
Right, and then you guys sent me vinyl.
Okay.
So how is that the same? I showed the delivery man.
Okay.
Who's the guy yelling in the background?
That's me.
The lawyer,
Stop talking.
the lawyer was telling him for me to stop talking because we called our lawyer from the store.
Because his salesman called the police and told them
That he has
I had a weapon and I was
weapon.
threatening him, and then he tried to throw me out of the store.
I have that
and
as
I
well.
refused to leave. I said, no, I'm going to stay right here in front of the camera because then you're going to tell the cops I went and stashed the weapon.
So I have that as
police
well.
come?
Yes.
Yeah, we have
What
a police
happened?
report. The policeman got very upset with his salesman and said, you know, you guys shouldn't be doing this. But then he looked at us and said, look, there's nothing we can do for you. The best thing I can tell you is to go to People's
Go to People's Court?
Civil court.
Did he say go to People's Court?
Civil's court.
No, he said civil court and take it up with the
I
judge.
have a question. Did you hear your guy say, I said that and Mike said that about the Italian leather?
Yes.
Okay.
This is like a tricky situation. The furniture itself made in China, but they're receiving bonded leather or natural leather or vinyl or fabric from all around the world.
Okay.
So we don't
Is there
know.
anything Italian about this couch?
So when we presented.
Yes or no? Is
Excuse
there
me?
anything Italian about this couch?
Originally, when this model was
Listen,
designed.
stop dancing in circles
All
and
right.
answer my question. You know exactly what I'm asking you. You tell them it's Italian leather because you can make a sale if you tell them it's Italian leather, because everybody wants Italian leather, okay? So if you tell them that, it's more attractive to them. It turns out that what they're getting is not that, but some bonded leather from China. She looks at it, it doesn't look like the one in the showroom to her. I can see what she's saying, that it's a little more roundy and puffy rather than modern and boxy. But, that's kind of like so close. But then all of a sudden she starts looking more closely and she thinks the color's off, and she also thinks that just the quality is off. So she investigates and she finds out that it's not even leather when you're telling her Italian leather.
I said, manufacturer used bonded leather from Italy, bonded leather from Germany.
The manufacturer, do you have any evidence the manufacturer used bonded leather from Italy?
No.
That's right, because the garbage was made in China. See, it's a great price for a sectional if it were leather, okay? But I am so tired of consumers coming in and saying, I thought it was body leather. Really? It's called genuine leather. Look it up, make sure it's 100% leather, that it's a hide you're buying, because if not, it's the difference between buying plastic and glass. It's a difference between buying a pizza and getting lobster. You know what you're buying. Educate yourselves. All right, but when I'm hearing the tape where your guy is telling me, I know we told you that, it's Italian leather, and then I see what is his role there? He's the manager?
He's a sales manager.
He's a sales manager telling me there may be a drop of Italian in it. What, are you kidding me? Who has the couch right now?
We have.
You guys have it. Can I ask you a question? Did you guys change the floor model?
No, the main reason why she not receive floor model, because she don't want a floor model. It was special order.
Then, you kind of make the customer happy.
She have floor model, but she refused floor model. She don't want that. That's why.
Not true, Your Honor.
They would have taken the floor model. I don't believe you. You need to stop talking, because the more he talks, the less I believe. Okay? Let's just call it a day. The actual purchase price of the couches was $2,333, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not going to give you gas, tolls, stress, and loss of use of furniture.
Yes, because the day before they delivered the wrong furniture, they called up, told my wife to come in and pay the rest. Now, Kevin promised us that he would show us the furniture in the showroom before it was delivered. These guys refused to do that and said, in 20 years, we've never showed anybody anything. You could see it when it gets to your house.
Did you try to see it before it got delivered?
Yeah.
He wouldn't let me.
He wouldn't let me.
Who wouldn't let you?
Kevin.
Ooh.
Kevin's like 6'5", big guy, scary.
Not to your wife, he's not.
At all.
I know it.
So then when they sent when she went over and gave them the balance of the money, I was working out in Albany, so I couldn't go with her.
Why would you guys not let her see it? You can already smell it might be a problem. Why wouldn't you take care of that?
Of course. It was more than likely already loaded on the truck for delivery for the following day.
Is that what he told you?
No.
Okay.
He told me 20
I don't
years.
care. Stop. Everybody stop. Okay, I'm ready to rule. What I'm going to do is I'm going to order them to pay you the amount of the couches.
Your Honor, can I just say one thing before you rule, please? The reason we wanted the money for the couches is because they told us they were sending our couches. So we threw out our perfectly good couches that had a few little chocolate stains.
You're not going to get that, because you were always going to throw out your... If I make you whole by returning the money you paid them, now you go and you buy a couch. On what planet would it be fair that I force them to buy your couches and return the money? Then you are better off. No, you need to stop. That's not how life works, okay? That is my verdict, $2,333, plus, of course, your court costs because you won the case.
Well, the furniture guys go down hard in this case. What are you thinking coming out here after that?
It was a fair decision. I feel it was a fair decision.
Why do you think it was fair?
Well, I wasn't aware that my salesperson had told the customer that. I don't, condone that a salesperson gives a customer, false information.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Why don't you write down on the order form the model number or something that identifies exactly what this customer's getting?
It was a mistake. Under normal circumstances, that does happen. The salesperson, must have been in a rush for whatever reason, made a mistake.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So right around the corner this way. Okay, sir. All right, come on in here. You didn't get everything you sued for, though. You went for the big one, and you got about half.
Yes, that's true. We didn't get what we came for. We took a loss for 4 months.
We got our money back from our furniture, at least.
But for 4 months, we have no furniture.
What have you been sitting on?
The floor.
Right? That could be fun, right?
She sits on the floor, I sit on a chair.
Well, what are you going to do now? You're going to finally go out and buy yourself a...
Yes, but this time we're going to take better look.
Like the judge says, know what you're buying, right? Okay, lesson learned. Harvey?
I gotta say, these two ladies here really nailed it. Pictures are good, but not just pictures, writing in the contract as specific as you can exactly what you wanted. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
This episode is brought to you by Peloton. Break through the busiest time of year with the brand new Peloton Cross Training Tread Plus. Powered by Peloton IQ. With real-time guidance and endless ways to move, you can personalize your workouts and train with confidence, helping you reach your goals in less time. Let yourself run, lift, sculpt, push, and go. Explore the new Peloton Cross Training Tread Plus at onepeloton.com.
These are the plaintiffs, Arlene and James Upton. Arlene says the defendant gave her son a ride home in his car, drove recklessly in the rain, lost control of his car and hit a tree. Her son got a big lump on his head, felt dizzy, and needed to be rushed by ambulance to the hospital. Thank God he was wearing a seatbelt and the injury wasn't serious. But the defendant refuses to pay their hospital bill, so they're suing the ignoramus for the $1,701.70 they're owed. These are the defendants, Jean and Justin Petters. Jean says she has no idea why a 13-year-old kid was even in her 18-year-old son's car to begin with, and was totally blindsided when the plaintiff showed up at her house demanding money because her son was in an accident with Justin. The plaintiffs have never provided her with any proof her son James was even in the car, let alone in an accident. Her son Justin says he was driving alone, and she thinks this lawsuit is one big scam. They're accused of mangling a minor.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiffs say the defendant took their son home, hit a tree, and ended up in the ER. But the defendants say the 13-year-old shouldn't have been in the car in the first place. It's the case of, if you were a tree, what would you be besides injured?
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome in.
Okay, Arlene and James Upton. This is James. How old is James?
James, 14 now.
14 now. You are suing Jeannie?
Yes.
And Justin Petters?
Petters, yes.
Okay. How old are you?
18.
18. For $1,701.70 for an emergency room bill and doctor's bills, because according to you, your son had an accident in his car.
Correct.
Okay. Because I know, I've seen your complaint, I've seen your answer. We're going to start with you, which is unusual, but that's how it is, because he's the first one who knows what's going on. Go ahead.
Okay, so I was driving home, and I hear my name being called. I was at a red light from the deli right by the red light, and it was my friend Rob. So I pull in the parking lot to say hi to him, and he wanted to hang out. So I wasn't doing anything. So I'm like, all right, sure. But he was with his friend, who was the plaintiff, James.
Okay, how old's your friend Rob?
He's 17.
Okay.
So I said, well, I don't really want your friend in my car. I don't even know him, and he's a little kid. I don't want him in my car. But he's like, just drive him home, and then we can hang out. So finally he convinced me. He's like, come on, just come on. And finally,
where's your friend now?
Where is he now?
Yeah, why didn't he hear by your side?
He's not my friend. I don't talk to him anymore. I haven't talked to him since then.
So go ahead.
Yeah.
The car's registered in your name?
Just his name.
Just his name. So why are you being sued?
Because she wants my insurance information.
Okay, so go on.
Yeah. So I'm like, fine. So they were on their bikes. They had little.
Were you 18 at the time this happened?
Yes.
Okay.
So they had little BMX bikes. So they put them in my trunk.
According to you, there were 2 bikes?
Yes.
And then what happened? They go inside your car, and what happens?
Well, they actually wanted to get food. They convinced me to get food. Rob was like, oh, let's stop somewhere and get food. And so I'm like, whatever.
Your son has entirely too much time on his hands.
Yeah.
Go on.
It was the last day of school.
Okay. Oh, it was the last day of school?
Yeah, so I had time on my hands.
Okay.
So we were driving, and then that's when the accident occurred.
How did the accident happen?
It was raining at the time, and I didn't have good tires on that car because it's a sharp turn like that. So around the turn, the back end kind of just skidded, and it smashed into a telephone pole.
And then what happens with your passengers?
The passengers, well, I was like shaken up, and I believe they were too, because this was my first accident. I'm sure it was their first accident also.
Well, I don't know. Is it your first accident, pal? Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. He's all of 12 or 13. Go ahead.
So we were all like, I was like, is everyone okay? And they're like, yeah, we're fine. And I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? And so I was like, I'm going to call the police. And then they got like scared. They're like, we don't want the police to come. Or they're like, started freaking out.
Okay, why weren't you there when the police got there if you were in the car accident?
I was scared and I knew how to...
Well, then why are you making a face when he says that you were scared and that you took off on the bike? Did you take off on the bike?
No, I was on my friend's handlebars.
Okay, and so you're on your friend's handlebars?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of dangerous. And then, so where's your friend? Isn't here to testify on your behalf either?
No.
Okay, and do you have an affidavit from him?
No.
So, something from the only other witness, all right. And so, according to you, you leave because you got scared? Why are you scared? If the police are going to come in with cars, what did you do wrong?
I was just scared of my parents.
Oh, because you were in some 18-year-old guy's car that you're not supposed to be in?
Yeah.
Yeah, because are you supposed to hang out with an 18-year-old?
No.
No, you're not scared of the law. You're scared of the law, right? So you take off on the bike, and what happens?
We rode to a nearby deli, and then
What's all this hanging out at delis that you guys do? Where are you from?
Long Island.
Long Island.
So that's all you guys do is hang out at delis? Okay, go ahead.
And then I didn't really want to call the hospital because I didn't want my mom to find out. But
And
then,
why were you going to call a hospital?
Because I had a really huge bump on my head.
Do you have a picture of the bump?
No.
Mom, do you have a picture of the bump?
No, I don't have a picture of the bump.
Nobody took a picture of the big bump?
No, we didn't know this was going to happen.
There was
so.
no bump on the
all right, go ahead.
Okay.
Well, maybe you should watch a little more People's Court.
I think so.
All right, go ahead. I mean, if you know he has a bump and you know that somebody else caused the bump, why wouldn't you just take a picture, and if you don't need it, you don't need it?
Well,
Go
I
ahead.
thought it would go through my insurance, so I just submitted my insurance when I took him to the hospital.
Do you have insurance? When you say your insurance, you mean
my health insurance.
But you mean his health insurance, right?
That's covered.
He's covered under your health insurance.
Yes.
All right, so go ahead.
And then people at the deli, they were telling me it was bad, so the deli called it, and then the ambulance showed up.
Why wouldn't you just call your parents at that point?
I don't know.
I mean, if your parents are going to be mad about a bump on your head, how mad are they going to be when they get a call from an emergency room saying you're there?
I was very upset.
Is there any conceivable defense here? Going way in the back.
I don't think so. I think he should be put in jail. He killed the kid.
Well, he didn't kill him, but jail's not a bad idea, going inside the courtroom.
So you go to the emergency room.
Yeah.
You don't talk to your mother or anybody else before you head off?
No, I called them when I got into the ambulance truck.
And then what happens?
And then my friend Rob's parents and my parents came to the hospital.
Okay, and now take it away, Mom.
Okay, so then we came to the hospital. I get the phone call. Of course, I'm upset, but the ambulance driver said, he's okay, just come right to the hospital. So I came right to the hospital, and he told me what happened. And I just submitted my hospital information.
And then you gave him a bump on the other side of the head.
Told him you're punished for a month. Right, you're punished for a month. You're not going out of the house because you should never got into a car with somebody
That's
you don't
crazy.
even know, because he doesn't even know him. They're just mutual friends with Rob.
It's completely crazy.
Yes, it is. And then, so then a few months later, I get a hospital bill, and I call the hospital. I said, well, I gave you my health insurance. How come you didn't go through? And they said, because it was a car accident, you have to go through the person whose car it belongs to. Then I was like, oh, God. When James got home from school, I said, you got to tell me the boy's name. We have to go over. I have to talk to him and see if he could put it through his car insurance. And that's when...
Why are you suing the mother?
Because I didn't know if the insurance was in his name or his mother's name.
Okay, but do you have any evidence that the mother's name is on the car?
No, I have nothing. They wouldn't tell me any
the mother is
information.
dismissed. Okay, so you've got your lawsuit against the 18-year-old. And so...
He wouldn't give me his insurance information or any information at all.
Was the car insured?
This car is insured, yes.
So why didn't you just give them your insurance
See, the
information?
thing is, they didn't show us anything. She could describe this better because they talked to her. They never really talked to me.
Okay, talk to me, Mom.
But- okay.
Right. He told me.
Well, no, you're not totally out. Don't be totally relieved.
No.
Go ahead.
The night of the accident, I got the call around 7:30 that he, smashed the car, and his friend Rob was in the car, but everyone was fine.
But he doesn't tell you about the little kid in the car?
He never told me about it because what he said later on, after the 4 months when we found out, is that he was afraid he would get in trouble. Don't tell the police that I was here. So the police report that we have only states that the 17-year-old boy was in the car.
So you lied to the police?
Well, he said, please don't tell
I
my
don't care what
parents.
this 13-year-old kid who you don't know says for you to do. When the police ask you what happened, you lie to the police? Seriously?
Well, I felt bad for him because he was like begging me, please
What do you
don't tell my
think he is,
parents.
an escaped convict? He's 13. Doesn't matter what he's begging.
I didn't want him to get in trouble with his parents. I kind of felt bad for him.
You
I didn't
can't
know
be
him.
serious. So you lie to the police, which is a misdemeanor, over some kid you don't even know? You're full of bad decisions, college boy. Putting some little kid you don't know inside the car, who could turn around and say you raped him. You don't know what he could say, okay? I mean, seriously. All right, and then you put him in the car, then he leaves, and then you lie to everybody about whether he was in there, including the police, which is a misdemeanor. Are you out of your mind? So, Mom, when does he come clean about what happened?
Well, Arlene showed up at my house. I never met her before, and Justin was expecting friends, so I let her right in, not realizing it wasn't one of his friends.
You thought she was a friend he was expecting?
No, I didn't look until I looked up, and I'm like, she's a little old to be hanging out with my son.
Oh my God! Well, but your son hangs out with 13-year-olds, so it all meshes.
And I had
he
no
has
idea.
age is just a number to your son.
No
all right.
idea what was going on. It was the first I heard of it. Was 4 months later. Never heard a word about it. And all I asked for was I asked her if she had a police report. She said yes. I said,
Okay,
"Can
but
I
you now
see
know
it?"
that it's truthful, right? Because now,
Right.
then you took your son, and
Well,
then
yeah, we had it out after she left. But
Right.
I wanted the police report. I wanted documentation,
understand.
especially if she was asking me for money. I wanted to
understand.
see the medical
So now the problem
records.
you have is that your son actually tells the police there's only one person in the car, and the person who is trying to get your insurance information is someone he never even told about. And then the only way to get your insurance to cover this little debacle is if your son admits that he lied to the police. Right? Have I got it?
Your Honor, all I had was words like my son was hurt.
Okay, but now here are the words you have. Your son knows that he had the kid in the car. We know that there are $1,000-something in bills. Okay, what else is there to know? There's a $1,349 ER bill, and then there is a $238.95 doctor bill.
And it's one for $112.83.
That's from whom?
It's from the hospital.
Have you paid any of it?
No, I haven't paid any of it. I called
How
the
do you
hospital.
figure you're not going to have to pay for this?
Well, because he wasn't injured in my car. They have
When
no
was he
ever
injured?
proof.
What would you believe if you were the judge about where the injury happened? Would you speculate that Martians came and beat him up, or would you assume it happened in the accident?
Probably assume it happened in the accident.
Okay. $1,701.70 verdict for the plaintiff against you, not your mom.
Well, the young defendant over here, come on, stand next to me. Stand next to him, okay, over here. And, well, you pretty much made the decision right there at the end for the judge. I mean, you saw how she has to see this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was really no proof he was injured in my car, but that's what she said. That's how
I think we went over that, didn't we? Have you ever apologized to your mom, or have you...
Sorry, Mom.
It's good enough for you?
Well,
Carry
no,
on?
but it's, you got to move on. I just would have liked some documentation to see some paperwork verifying it because I didn't know about it at first.
Does he have
so.
to pay for this?
He certainly will.
All right.
All right, guys.
Drive safely. All right, step on in here. How are you? Come on in here. You stand next to me, right next to him, okay? Get next to him. You come on in. Come on in, big guy. You're the man here. This is all about you. What do you have to say about it?
That he was wrong.
What about you?
That I learned my lesson not to get in an 18-year-old's car.
Harvey?
It's real simple. Put the fear of God in your kid, that when your kid is driving, that the kid drives safely, and not put passengers who don't belong in a car.
This Valentine's Day, the UPS Store certified packing experts are helping pack and ship all the ways we care. From the lovey-dovey XOXO gifts, gifts for your Galentine's gal pal, even pet gifts for doggy dearest. When you ship UPS Air at the UPS Store, your items arrive on time or your money back, guaranteed at no extra cost, exclusively at the UPS Store U.S. retail locations. Send your Valentines on time at the UPS Store. Visit theupsstore.com/air guarantee for full details. Terms and conditions apply.